Grand Risings, everyone. This is your favorite granny forever. And today I want to talk about my 1 year anniversary of the podcast, Proactive Eye. If you're not following Proactive Eye, I will leave the link for you in the description. So what is Proactive Eye? Proactive Eye is a podcast I started last year, October. My first episode was published October 4th, 2019. I actually started celebrating yesterday, which was Friday, and because my first episode was uploaded on a Friday, so I started the celebration then. So what I'm going to do is this week, I'm going to come in every day and give you a little snippet of what Proactive Eye is about and what I do. So here we go. Proactive Eye is the name of the podcast that I came up with. I wanted to do something for people who were struggling with life after domestic violence and people who were trying to deal with what to do with their children, how to help them after they've experienced abuse. Also people who have experienced sexual violence and sexual assault, all types of abuse like those. And then suicide prevention as it relates to abuse. A lot of people don't understand how relevant that is. There are so many people who are victims and survivors of abuse who, have multiple attempts of suicide. And so that's the reason why I included on the podcast. So I'm celebrating my first year, and hold on, someone has the lawnmower going. I'm going to get past them. So I am Elegant Granny, and that's what most people know me as. I am a restoration strategist. I support victims and survivors of abuse as they transition out of a lifestyle of abuse or toxic relationships. I also help those who support them with resources they need so they can effectively help them transition safely. Because it's not just enough for you to get out, you need to get out safely. And that's very important, especially if you have children or elders who are involved and you're their primary caregiver. It's very important that you all get away safely. So that's what I do. And I share some of those experiences on the podcast. See if I can find better light. There we go. See if I can find some more better light. There we go. I'm getting ready to turn, so I'm going to have to do it again. Anyway, in celebration of my first year, what I'm doing is, since the pandemic, I'm having to do something a little bit different. There we go. And so what I'm doing is I'm having little prayer vigils at home every day this month in honor of those who have died by suicide because of a toxic relationship or abusive relationship, those who are still in it, those who are working to transition out of it, and those who have survived and they have no sense of hope. So I do a lot of prayer vigils for those guys, and it helps me to relieve a lot of stress too, knowing that people still out there suffering. I feel for everyone who is. It's not easy dealing with it, especially when you are with the one that you love and you thought they loved you, and you feel betrayed. You feel betrayed, and sometimes you blame yourself, but you're not to blame. And so that's what the podcast is all about. It talks about emotions because I'm going to share a lot of, especially here on YouTube. I share a little bit on the podcast, but not as much as I do on YouTube. I'm choosing to share more on YouTube because I can spend a little bit more time. With the podcast, there we go. I don't utilize that much time no more. I try not to have the show any more than 30 minutes. So somewhere between 8 and 30 minutes, I think is good. And if I feel like I need more time to explain things, I'll put it on YouTube. And so in celebration of my 1 year anniversary, I did the prayer vigils. Also, I'm going to include you guys in on the conversations. Shift it again. Okay. Include you guys in on the conversation. And let me know if you would like to be included on the podcast. You can reach me at proactiveye@gmail.com. Or you can also leave a message, if you prefer to leave a message, on the voice message feature on the podcast. You can ask me questions. You can give a response to something I talked about before. And if you would like for me to use it and put it on there and then respond to it, that would be great too. So I am about to close out. I just wanted to come in, say hey to you guys. And I'm still doing the fundraiser through the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention through the Virginia chapter. And you can find my link below in the description. So, hope you guys are safe and well. And much peace, love, light, and healing vibes, family. Take care.